We wanted to do something cool and different for our Spyro Year of the Dragon story, so we took flight with the Insomniac development team.
Yeah, and what was obviously a moment of insanity on the part of our legal department.
And finally, I got to go to this year's Super Bowl.
When we asked the Insomniac team what the secret to Spyro Year of the Dragon was, they said flaming and gliding. Well, we wanted to put them to the test, and since we couldn't figure out a way to get them to breathe fire, we did the next best thing, gliding.
Do you play Spyro like how you flew today?
Oh God, no. With Spyro, I got the controls easy. It's down. With that thing? Yeah.
The way I play Spyro is kind of the way I handle this. Every time I go up, I wind up crashing, so, you know.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking at it from the other side of the TV, it looks so easy, but I think I'm about to find out that it's a little bit more exciting.
As exciting as Insomniac's hang gliding adventure may have been, it doesn't compare to what Spyro's been up to.
In Year of the Dragon, Spyro has returned from Avalar where he beat Ripto. Unfortunately, the dragons discovered that the eggs have been stolen, and they've been stolen by a sorceress who happens to live on the other side of the Dragon Worlds in an area called the Forgotten Worlds.
This time we kind of find out that, you know, why he's alone and he's the only young dragon is that all the other dragons haven't hatched yet. So you spend, you know, the next week of your life trying to rescue baby dragon eggs.
And then with the magic of the baby dragon egg, Spyro will be able to overthrow the queen along with his friends, the playable characters.
And this time, joining Spyro in his high-flying adventure are 6 new playable characters.
You have Bentley the Yeti, Sheila the Kangaroo, Sergeant Bird, the Flying Penguin with rocket launchers, and Agent 9, the Space-Age Monkey. And then you also get to play Sparks, which has never been a feature before. So I like Sparks a lot, and then it's kind of a throwback to retro gaming. It's top-down, it's fast-paced action.
Probably my favorite character of all the new characters would be Sergeant Bird. There's just something really fun about flying, getting up really high, and just launching a volley of rockets at a target. It's always fun blowing stuff up.
Mine is Agent 9, the Space Monkey, just because he's such a freaky character. And it is a lot of fun where you are able to go into sniper mode, and you can do that here with Agent 9. You can zoom into a character and blow him away from pretty far away.
In addition to the new characters, Spyro Year of the Dragon is also packed with new mini-games.
There's a really fun boxing mini-game where you can play Bentley the Strongman and take on the Yeti, who's making a cameo appearance from Spyro 2. You're actually in a ring, you've got a 3-round boxing match, and you can jab, you can use undercuts, you can block.
Some of my favorite mini-games in the game are the submarine chases. There's just something about tailing in behind somebody and waiting for the torpedoes to lock on and then firing and watching it track in and sink your enemy, I find very enjoyable.
Completing the game is no easy task, so we asked our team for a few hints on how to solve some of the more complicated puzzles.
There are a lot of secrets in this game. Definitely look for cracked walls. There's specially marked cracked walls that if you charge, you can crash through them. If you're Sheila, you can kick through them.
One of the trickier areas is actually one of the final snowboarding challenges in the super bonus level at the very end of the game. I was having a very difficult time. No matter how hard I tried, I'd always come in last place. And finally, someone clued me in that there's a great big jump right when you start. And do all your tricks off that first jump, and that'll charge up your turbos. And then just worry about staying on the track.
The variety of gameplay in Spyro Year of the Dragon is mind-boggling, so we wondered if the team had any favorite levels.
Fireworks Factory is easily our easily my favorite level because we've got a little Matrix scene going on in there where the camera revolves around stop motion photography. We've got a really cool little mini game. It's a Doom shooter where you're playing Agent 9 in first person perspective and you can walk through these little dungeons. It's just a great, big, varied level.
I have a couple of favorite levels in the game. The one of them would be Enchanted Towers. It's one of the ones where you play as Sergeant Bird, and so you're able to get some elevation and just let loose with the rockets and just shooting down balloons and flying creatures. So I found that pushing the artistic envelope, pushing the engine, and allowing us to do something really gorgeous.
It would definitely be hard to top Year of the Dragon, but we wanted to know if there would be a fourth Spyro game from the Insomniac team.
Spyro was originally intended as a trilogy, and that was our goal to make the final chapter the most exciting. And I think we've really done that. I'd say that hang gliding was a really appropriate way to end because, for me, it was really exciting. I think that reflects what we were trying to do with Spyro. With each Spyro, we tried to make it more exciting for the players. Certainly, hang gliding has opened my eyes to what it's like to risk life and limb and do something that I would never normally do on my own. So I think there's kind of a good parallel there.
Really, it makes me stop and think, well, what can we do in the next game that we end up going out someplace really cool and doing something fun?
Well, if you don't have anything in mind, may we suggest a game that takes place in Hawaii?